Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time I meet you, I greet you. Thank you, Damon. That's one of my followers. I mean, one of someone I follow. I don't know if he follows me. It doesn't matter. But he's a great content creator. Um, he always says that. Um, hope everybody's doing well today. I'm going to show off my progress as as far as I've gotten thus far. I'm working on it. So yesterday, I picked this up. You see that? I picked up a sheet of this. I had it cut 48 by 8 feet. So I had it cut in half. And this was one of the, if I have four, I have quads and I have this one piece. So I have 5 pieces. But what I'm going to do here, now this piece here at Home Depot, this was, I believe it was 45. And it's got that paneling look, but it's real wood. It's not that cardboard OSB that they make, which for okay, so the difference in the pricing from the real wood panels was not much. So I would prefer to get the real stuff. I mean, because all of that other stuff, it's, well, there's there's additives in there that are carcinogens, and if people don't know, which I'm sure most people do know at this point in global society, that there's a lot of products, home products, household products that contain high levels of carcinogens, but they don't speak upon this. Now they do. In other countries they do, but well, now we've caught up. Any case, I'm going to use this here, this this wood here, and I'm going to have the sheet. I got to get the tracks are in here. Um, have it cut, and it'll go across. I'll have 2 pieces, so then I don't lose all that space back there. And for here, I'm going to have the same type of door put in. And, well, that's what I'm doing. It's just like never ending. And this is a cabinet that I had built. So I have the tracks to put the drawers in, but I'm not going to do that because I have a bunch of scrap wood. So what I'm going to do, I am going to put the scrap wood here, and then I'm going to just pull it out. I'm going to get the little tiny, the craft marbles, the metal beads, and a lot of stuff you can make on your own. But you have to be somebody who knows how to, have that type of thinking and that mindset, which I do. I always have had that because I'm a MacGyver. I'm a MacGyver before they ever made a show. I was always able. It's so funny. Yeah, so look at that. Look at that. Oh, I have to show this off. I'm not going to show the price because I'm actually going to buy more of these and I'm going to repackage them and I'm going to sell them. I have to get my food processing license. Jaggery, 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 jaggery. Oh my God. If anybody knows, they know. This is the bomb. The bomb. And I got these beans, much beans. I'm gonna start selling this stuff. I'm gonna start selling it. I'm gonna sell my spices because I love that. And this, I saw this in. I think I've had chicory before, but I believe the first time I had the coffee chicory blend was when we were in Amsterdam. My husband and I traveled, and we went to Amsterdam, and we were on our way to Antwerp, but there was a situation that occurred on the rail. Unfortunately, somebody, they unalived themselves that day. It was terrible. Uh, anyway, Um, yeah. So this is. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Good stuff. All good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. I think this is made. Uh, there's. Oh my gosh! I can't see. Huh. I think they should continue to make the print. Oh, this is India. Okay, India. Well, I don't like what that man is doing, but now he's coming back up. Yeah, Modi's like, no, sorry, Mr. Trump, you ain't popping off no baloney here using my country's name. No, dog, ain't happening. And look at this. Oh my gosh, this, this I had in Amsterdam. Coffee with cardamom, cardamom, the magic of cardamom. Anybody knows, they know the magic of cardamom. So incredible. So absolutely incredible. Yeah, that man wants to sell that store, and if I had, well, I can get the loan because I have good credit, but I'm not. I just, to me, taking, no, I got too much going on. But anyway, I'm gonna sell the stuff wholesale. I'm gonna get the distributed. I have to get the license, and that's it. But who's that? Okay, all right. I don't respond to these people. I just have no desire whatsoever. But oh, hold on. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me show what else I did. Oh my God, I moved that. I moved that. Because I'm an Amazon. I am. I'm really an Amazon woman. I have a lot of strength. I do. Oh, look at those calves. I'm like, look at those calves. 20-inch calves. Oh my God, how did that happen? Like a little Amazon. A little mini truck driver. Oh God. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Oh my God. Okay, Home Depot. I gotta go back to Home Depot. I forgot to get my circuit breakers. But hey everybody, I'm gonna show you a picture of me. This is me when I was. See that? I was a teenager. See, nobody ever knew what race I was. They were like, "What are you?" They said, always said the N word. Oh, you're an N. You're an S. Oh, or you a. People thought I was Israeli too. Yeah, they thought I was Muslim. Yes, and I am actually. I converted. Look at that. Ha! Yeah. My one nephew, he's biracial, and he said, "Who's that black girl?" I said, "Anthony, that's me." He goes, "No, that's you." I said, "That's me when I was a teenager." He said, "Hi, sis." Anyway, 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 I have to go. I have things to do. I don't live a Barbie dream life. I have a very, very, oh, a lot to do. I'll be back with more progress notes. And, wow, the cement that was poured, you have to wait 28 days because the PSI for the cement, it increases, the aggregates form, and they bond. So you have to wait, but the house is still at a pitch. It's at a pitch. Not as bad as it was. Not as bad as it was. Yeah, because what happened here in this home, like I said, like for the 1 millionth time, this house was never set correctly. It was never on plume. And then also, um, there was always water running here, and we didn't have the water running. So now I am what you call a very diligent individual when it comes to every responsibility. So that water was running. Okay, that water was running constantly. And then we would have periods of time where our water bill would be a normal rate. Then um, at least for 3 quarters, because you bill quarterly, 3 times we would have these like ridiculously high bills, and I was like, what the heck's going on? What the heck's going on? So with the water, um, it goes by cubic, okay, cubic, like Noah and the ark, right? But I don't have an ark. So, but in any case, what was going on, more than likely, is that the water lines stood open because they were trying to compensate. Listen to what I'm going to say. They were trying to compensate for funds that weren't being allocated correctly. Okay, because no way in in the good green earth, okay, what's left of the good green earth, um, as one person living here, am I using this amount of water? So now, as I stated, if you back up what I just said, I am very diligent with everything I do in my life. Been managing money since I'm a young kid. I have all the bills. I have the amount of water. So there's been some funny business going on, okay? There's been some funny business going on here in this little township, okay? And then what happened here with me, with the situation where they were being all aggressive about a shed, where these two inspectors came in my home, like as if they have freaking warrants over here. You understand? And I was heated. I was like, They wanted to look around and see everything. That was against the law. Number one, the only time an inspector has a right to enter into a private home is if there is a court order. Shall I repeat that? Shall I repeat that for this township? Because you people got me heated and you got me, ooh, and you're like, okay. And I was playing it cool. I was going along, and then I blew up, and I got loud with the lady, and I was yelling. I wasn't yelling at her, just the hypocrisy what they do. But in any case, now they got pulled by the collar because now they have some type of forensic individual doing the budget there. Yeah. So I strongly recommend that you clean house. Okay, you clean house, because this is what they have been doing. And if they've done it to me, I'm sure I'm not the virgin. I'm not the Virgin Mary as far as being harassed here from this township, okay? So, uh, clean house, clean house, because there's other people that live in the community that have also said the same thing. What, these crazy water bills? What the heck's going on? What the heck's going on? There's going to be some restitution that's going to be given, that's going to be allocated to the people who live in this town here, from this town with their nonsense with billing, okay? So controller, um, yeah, that's something that's going to be addressed, because you people, you keep on sleeping, dozing for dollars. You better keep your eyes open. You better keep your eyes open with the money. You better keep your eyes open with these little hamlets, okay? Because these people, they got cojones, but you see, they came across somebody with more cojones, because I've worked for the city, I've worked for government since 1985, and I've seen the games, okay? I've seen the games. I'll say it a million times over. I was that kid getting free cheese because we were poor. And then as an adult, I was in the rooms where those decisions were made for where free cheese was going to be, distributed. Okay? Yeah. I've seen a lot working for the city of New York and the nonsense. Mm-hmm. Yep. Freaking, yeah. And I used to donate money to the DNC. Give my money back, you freaking mopes. Give me all my freaking money back, because you're all corrupt and you're all on the payroll from APAC. That's why Cuomo ain't winning. He ain't winning. You're out. Cuomo's out, and Adams is out. Move on. Move on, dudes. That's it. Time to go. You know? People got to be kidding me. You're all. Every single cent and nickel and dime that goes to these agencies has to be allocated. Okay? Has to be allocated. Now, I have had, okay, we moved up here 03. 03, okay? 2003, we came up. I still have my apartment in Manhattan. What happened was, my husband would stop off at this local the deli, and he'd be telling these people about the jobs and the amount of money that they had, and these people up here, they're like, cha-ching, he's got a new truck, He's got a camper. That's a nice house over there. His wife's got a new car. Um, this guy, he's got some extra cabbage, this cat, right? My husband there was no lock on the shed. He had all of his tools. Hun, you gotta get a lock. Hun, you gotta get a lock. Hun, you gotta It's like a broken record. Hun, you gotta get a lock. Hun, you gotta get a lock. Hun, you gotta get in here and out the other. So, now I don't talk to people. I'm low key. I'm like the Casa Nostra. You ain't gonna hear nothing from me. I'll talk to you about idle BS, but anything deep on a deep level, I don't know you. You don't know me, and we keep it moving. That's who I am. He's telling these people. So what happens? Somebody just walked into the shed and walked out with about $25,000 worth of equipment. So that morning, he wakes up. Now I always say goodbye to him. He would leave at like 4 a.m., 4:15 to catch the first train. He starts the truck. And I would just fall back to sleep after the truck would pull out, like, okay. And then he would text me. I'd get up a little, by 6:30. Anyway, he comes back in. We got a problem. I go, Mom, what's the matter? You all right? He goes, somebody broke into the shed. They wiped everything out. Okay. All right. All right, well, you got to call up the troopers or whoever you got to call up here. The sheriff, most likely. He calls the sheriff. Sheriff comes over, right? Puts the report in his name. My husband is not on the insurance. Okay, yeah, I bought the house before we got married. Anyway, this, I can't make this up. I got all this document. This sheriff dude, I called up. I explained. I said, listen, we married after I purchased the home. The insurance is only in my name. Although my husband, they know he lives here, but the policy, he's not on the policy. I need the report in my name. Well, it's his stuff. It doesn't belong. This is what this guy tells me. I'm like, excuse me? Did you hear what I just said to you? I had to go there. And this guy was still giving me a hard time. And then I had to make a phone call. And then, he put it in my name and he put it in my husband's name, which is fine. But if I'm the policy holder, what I'm bringing this up is because there's we have to jump through hoops. But when other people have a need for something, when they make their point, they express their point, it's like, oh, you got it. No problem, dog. But you want to give me a problem? All right, well, I'm going to make sure that the problem you gave me is going to be addressed by the people who oversee you. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's like, so they got some ish up here. And they still haven't gotten over their ish. So, how you doing, everybody? Have some tea. Tea is the best thing you can have. Anyway, the prophet is going to be on her way. Oh my God. It's very overwhelming. But I'm overwhelming and I'm underwhelming. I don't rattle. I don't get rattled. My head could be like in a pinball machine. But you gotta keep on going. Get over. Don't step in the puddle. You might get electrocuted. I thought I was gonna get electrocuted after they put the titanium in my neck. The doctor, and he was laughing. He was like, "No, Patricia. No, Patricia." Anyway, till next time. Have a good one, everybody. Have a good one. Yeah, check these comments. Okay, nice one. This one, I'm not going to say the name. Oh, it's a silly name. Maybe a 12-year-old. Or maybe an adult pretending to be a 12-year-old because mentally they have not passed the age of 12. That happens. Have a good one, everybody. Until next time. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay well, stay hydrated, and always do the right thing by people. Don't be a dirtbag. Later.